Hello and welcome everybody to the stream. I'm your host, Axler Twinblade is my Splinterlands in-game name. I also go by nfoGuides or infoGuides here on YouTube and Twitch. And tonight we will be doing a couple of things. We'll be reviewing some updates I've done to my land management tool on baronstoolbox.com. I'll be claiming my daily focus chests, as well as we're going to set up plot number 14 of mine. So yeah, that's what I'm having or planning on doing. Oh, how you doing there, Ankh12? Glad to see you. And Skyer's in the house. How you doing? Just setting up here. Got a few things we're going to be doing. Going to be claiming daily rewards. Going to go over the updates I've done to my management tool throughout today. And then I also have enough DEC where I'm going to activate plot number 14. Woohoo! Oh, Ankh's up to 11 plots now. Congratulations, Ankh. How? So are you planning on buying a lot more land, or was it just FOMO caught you and you had to have it? So let's see. I know there will be other people joining in, so I'll review all the little things I've done, but for now, we'll come over here and I believe it was Ankh 2020, and we'll go ahead and look his up here. And so let's see. See, I can't tell which is the new one because he's already got it all decked out and everything, but that's cool. It's like all goldsmiths here, or sorry, all gold foil heat smiths. Oh, no, that's a blood maker. I tried for a low point of, what was it? 10,000 per plot on average. Some of that is after boosts. So, like here, you've got 1,100 for a Pelcor. But that's after boost. So let's see here. And now you can see here, if I mouse over the common dot, it shows it's a 400 BCX card. Okay, so let me go ahead and load my account. Okay, so I don't have the totals showing yet, so it's kind of hard to see. But in general, I'm trying to hit 2,000 per card, so 10,000. Now, some of them, obviously, I've got a little bit better on, like this guy here. Let's jump down to this guy here. I don't have an average, but I know I got some that are under the mark. Okay, so this guy here is under the mark. Interesting. How did you get your Pelcor Conjurer up to 1,100? Hey, Imewanti, how you doing? Okay, so this is a common. Gold is 38 BCX. I don't think I have any commons just hanging out on land here. But is a regular common 1,000 production points? Let's go find out, because I need to make sure I'm showing the right stuff. Let's see. We're going to go over to Peak Monsters. And then we're going to go to their land management thing. And I just want to see, let's see, a common, regular, 400 BCX. Yep. With the terrain boost is 1,100. Okay. And let's see if that was a legend. a rare. Oh, sorry, I can't remember that. So let's go with legendary at 11 BCX at 1650. Okay, so a legendary really doesn't give you much more than the common. And then when you look at the prices, yeah, nothing wrong with those commons, regular foil commons at that point. So yeah, that's not too shabby at all. Let's see. Yeah, so this is me. And so that's what I was targeting is 2,000 per worker, so 10,000 total after boosts. But I got some here that, I missed the mark a little bit. And um, doing some sort of screen totals and all that is something I'll be working on next. Right now, as you can see, I've got Rooney showing up. I've got titles showing up. I've got totems showing up. Oh, and then the top here is the building. This is a grain farm. Shard mine. And I also now have a filter up here. So I've replaced the confusing resource that's doesn't need to be shown right now with, okay, so a research hut. Here you go. Here's my research huts. Shard mines. I've got 2. Yeah, Onk 12. That's not a bad deal. The biggest problem with max anything is you have to be able to stake 50,000 DEC on each plot. Now, I pretty much planned on doing that with my land, so excuse me. Got a dry spot. Yep, I've looked at the gold foil commons and all that. I basically just put all purchasing on hold until I could get to a point where I could put all my land to work. And so recently, I mentioned in one of my previous streams that I listed my untamed stuff for sale. Some of it must have sold because I now have 42,000 DEC. That should be enough for me to start it will be enough for me to start my next plot. I just won't fill out all the worker spots on it because I'll have to buy a power core for it and that type of stuff. Yeah, you already had the DEC? Yep. Yep, and so because I'm up to 42,000 DEC, I know I can go ahead and push another plot. Skyer, you've got another plot with a Rooney. Nice. The Roonies are no joke. They are just kind of pricey. Hey, DeFizz, how you doing? I'm just getting ready to, well, I've already looked at it a little bit. Go and claim my stuff here for my daily focus. I'm going to set up another plot that I have enough DEC to at least get started. And then I'll talk a little bit more of the details of the land management stuff that I updated today. But first, let me get some homework out of the way, and that is if you guys, or if you happen to be watching this after it's been live streamed, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below so that way I know that you are here checking out the video, and I would love to hear from you. So I would much appreciate any and all. Helps my channel be found and attract more people. Let's so oh, okay. You're poor, the moves were already made. I get you. Yeah, I haven't increased my dry powder at all, so I'm just working with what I can do. So I got that 42,000 DEC up here, and I got that by selling my untamed stuff, and that includes my 1 BCX Llama, 1 BCX Kron, and Oh, the big eye. My 1BCX Oaken Behemoth. So I haven't looked to see what sold, but that could have been my Kron. I don't know. Um, so you know, I get, I don't want to see and witness the sale of my old friends. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going to go ahead here and claim. Well, I forgot this though. And again, I should point out here, everybody. I mentioned this last stream, but let me jump over here and show it again. Is when I'm live streaming, I'm going to try and keep a channel, voice channel open here, Barons Toolbox, that I'm in. So if you want to talk during the stream, jump on in there, let me know who you are, and you're more than able to just jump in, join the conversation, add to the conversation, ask questions, or even just lurk. Up to you. There will be a little bit of a lag for voice. You'll hear stuff right away, but the video will lag behind, of course, a little bit. So just keep that in mind. So now let's come over here and see if we can get, what should we try for? Let's see. I need a couple of, I've got a couple of legendary cards pretty close to maxing out. So I want a stack of 2 of a legendary. Okay, not looking good. Only 1 card. Everything else is tiny. Oh, see, I was hoping for way too much there. So, Ankh, you have a playing deck that is still maxed. I do as well, but I'm going to pull some things away from that when I set up this next plot of land. Maxed out all Riftwatcher commons. Nice. Skyer, yeah. I thought the ratio was supposed to be 33% of the chest would be cards. Yeah, for bronze or Imewanti, that's not bad. Okay, so what we got to do is we've got to level these guys up. And regular foil, and I only have 1. That will give me a little bit of movement here on my Tenacious Grunt. See, and I'm trying to. Everybody's getting super excited about Rebellion in 2 days, and I'm trying to not get excited because I don't have any. I've decided what I'm going to do is try to actually hold off longer on not buying any, and I actually want to try to play against the new Rebellion set with only the Max Chaos Legion set that I have. It does really well in Wild. Even before Land came out, I've been staying at the top of Diamond 1 with just Chaos Legion cards. So I am curious how well it can handle or stand up to the new meta that will come out with Rebellion. It does a couple of things for me. If I focus on that aspect, it lets me focus on after the plot of land I'm going to set up right now. It will let me focus on the next 3 plots of land and get those up and running before I consider jumping away from land and trying to grab some Rebellion stuff. Okay. Well, that was all the excitement there. Should I get 2 packs of Gladius cards? Let's get 2 packs. Normally I wait till I have 3, but I'm a packaholic. Ooh, I'll have to try to make it. You know, that's how I'm going to try to get rebellion cards. Is I'm going to be trying to go out there on people's streams and seeing what I can win. Yes, Skyer, I will be setting up my 14th land plot here in a moment. And I don't think too much about my setup, but it's still it's going to be a grain plot. That much is known. Ooh, no golds or nothing. 2 garbage packs. Ooh. Well, there we go. Yeah, I will definitely have to try to hang out with you there, Ankh. Let's learn from the... yeah, scratch that. Okay, let's jump over here. We're going to... this is quick and easy. Oh, not battle. I'm click happy. Let's combine all of our Gladius cards. This is easy because I have nothing maxed out. I just say everything. Crutch. I messed that up. Catrelba. Catrelba is definitely better than Cora. You know, sadly, I haven't played in so long that... well, I have played my brawls, but all the brawls block Cora anymore. So because of that, I haven't really played Cora hardly at all. Plus, I'm waiting for my Cora to get to that next bump where it will be a level 3 Cora. So, okay. Let's jump over here. Let's close out of this. So, in Barons Toolbox, the land management tool I've got set up. So, some of the enhancements that I've got here for everybody are... I switched out, so there are now filters by building type, and I still got a little bit more work to do here, but for now, these work. So, research huts, shard mines, and grain farms. So, you've got those filters in place. And now, okay, sorry, it was a Discord message. Wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. What I've also done is we show those on the land properties here. I show totems, and we show titles, we show Rooney, and then all the little dots here. I switched my gold. So now the gold icon is what signifies a gold card. I needed something that stood out, and I decided I was going to have to overlay something on top of the card. So I tried just like a letter G or something, and that looked goofy. Sorry, Discord's popping here, so let me find out what's going on. And oh, I don't know if I can show that channel on stream. Okay. That's for the release party that Splinterlands is having some of us streamers on. I think there's like 12 of us that are going to be somehow involved in the Rebellion release party. We've got no details other than, are we available from this time to that time? So, yeah. But so along with this here is we've got the common totem, the gambler, and I have labeled these with rarity. A little bit of the rarity is a shot in the dark because there's not a really good list of data that tells me what the title's rarity is. We know it has rarity, but I can't see it in the data, so I went off of the percentages that the title gives as a boost. 10% are common, 25% I listed as rare, 50% I listed as epics, and then there's one title that I listed as a legendary title. It was the Grandmaster. But we also know people saying 20 plus are nuts. Yep. They didn't say I couldn't say anything about us being invited, and they can still scrap that too. So we'll find out. Okay, so here's my 4 plots that are not ready to do. Sorry, that are doing nothing. I only have one of them not for sale right now. And so this is the plot we're going to work on right here. This one right here, we are going to set up. We're going to manage. Now, I did buy some time crystals with some DEC earlier, so I'll be able to start it up right away. But first, I need a power core. So we're going to manage. We're going to buy a power core. Just one. Buy. And we wait. Okay, we're going to add that power core. And now for workers, I'm just picking what's at the top, but I am going to skip some cards that I know when I manually play, I want to make sure are available for me to play with, such as Jared Scar, Adelaide Brightwing, my Soul Fiend. I could see putting my Soul Fiend to work. It's nice to have them, but with all the new cards coming out, I think I can go ahead and say put my Soul Fiend up there. Let's see. We got Chaos Dragon and Void Dragon. Love both those. Quix the Devious. Love Uriel. Need it. Carnage. Need it. Grandmaster need. Shield Paw. Runemancer Atwat. Now this one, I can see putting this on this piece of land. I'm trying to think here. I've seen this card gets a nice boost with the new Rebellion set, but I'm not going to have those cards right away, so he'll be a worker. Okay, so we got a couple of 1600s going here. And let's see. Now, these are all neutrals, so but they get more. I could... Efreet Rising, I personally don't use that much. The Fiends, I don't use that much anymore. Oh, choices. Okay, so I got a Venari Crystal Smith down here, but it's not maxed. I think I'm going to try to go without some Fiends. Because there's so many high mana fights lately, I could bypass these and go for lower cards, but I think I can safely probably play and have the bot play without Fiends. So let's go with that guy. That guy. Oh, we can do one more here. And I think it's going to be the Venari Crystal Smith. That's not. Oh, wait. I got to think about how much DEC I have. I don't have enough DEC. This would be. I had 42,000. This is going to cost me. That would have cost me too much. I won't have enough DEC. Because that would have been 40,000 DEC because all of those are maxed. Now, I don't have any more titles. I don't have any more totems. Yeah. Here, we'll go ahead and we'll look at the here. We'll do the I can't talk. Okay, so in looking at the last place 7 days ago, Runemancer definitely would be up there. 4 days ago was Ifrit Rising. He can go up there. 3 days ago was Grum. I like to play with Grum personally. 5 days ago was the Temporal Master. But look at this. 3 months ago, definitely that guy would be a good one. So let's see. How much? I think we'll go there. I'll save it, see how much I have to stake here. I hate how when you go and you hit that, you think you're done. But no, you got to scroll down and hit this right here. That bothers me. Oh, I don't have any green over here either. But that's okay, because this one will be working on grain. It's going to be a grain farm. We're going to build it instantly. And do I hit build first or stake first? I think I'll hit build first. Okay, so the build is complete, but we know I don't have enough DEC in this region. So now this is kind of silly too. If I remember right, I got to come in here and this is where their interface is so clunky, man. Okay, let's go to the production side because here I can see it. I got one over here and total dark energy needed 23,000. I've got 37,000. Okay. So we will go ahead and say add max stake confirm. I staked 23. I still have 10,000 left, so I can put another worker on here. So now we're going to go back. We got that much in the region. Change. And manage. We can do another worker here. 1 week ago was the Prismologist. I kind of like that card. 3 weeks ago, Gargoyle Devil. Yep. That becomes a worker. And we will save. Confirm. Why does it think I need to? Because they worked a fraction of a minute, so I have to feed them. So I'll just tell it to pay with DEC. I had 13,888. Let's see how much food they're going to eat. Okay, so now we got this guy. Now we come back over here. Now we go back into manage. Sorry. No, we don't. Go back over here. This is the correct region. Now we say add max. That was a max level Gargoyle Devil, wasn't it? At max level, shouldn't it be another 10,000 DEC? Am I doing the math wrong there? Let me go back and look at that card, because at only 3,000, I could put another worker on there. So why not? It obviously wasn't. So, oh, yeah, it won't show it to me here. Oh, well. Yeah, I didn't look close enough. I should have looked. Okay, so we're scrolling down here. Love me some Tusk the Wide. But that's definitely not a max card. My gold foil Tusk the Wide is only a 1 BCX gold foil. That'd save me enough deck where I can start thinking about the next plot. Let's do that. A gold foil Tusk. It'll save me some DEC. It's, I'm not trying to make huge amounts here. I'm just trying to get it started so it's doing something for me. I'm probably going to have to pay the piper again. Yep. Okay, so this is where I should have thought ahead and looked at those card levels. See, at this, I could even maybe put... I'll have another 5,000 DEC. I could buy another power core yet. And put one worker on one of those other plots. Let's do that, guys. Okay, so... Not here. Let's come over here. And look my cards up again. We'll come down here and woo, yay! It's doing something. But now let's take this one. Pull it off the market. Because with 8,000 DEC, if I do the same thing I did with just Tusk the Wide, I can at least start up one worker. We're going to manage. And we're going to buy. And if you guys go out there and buy up all my other cards I've got listed for sale, I mean, that'd be awesome. I will have 3,700. Okay, so now we're going to do that. Now we're going to add a worker. We're going to scroll way down here. And we're looking for around the 1,000 mark, but gold foils. Ew. I just know my gold foils are most likely not being used that much. Three weeks ago was a septic slime. But that's a max level card. I like the slime. Chaos Agent Scavo Hireling. 4 months. Radiated Brute. There's the first one. Nope, nope, nope. That's going to cost me 10k. I don't got 10k. Hey, Gathering the Magic. Yeah, setting up a plot with... I sold, I don't know, some various untamed assets. And so I had 42,000 DEC built up. So I set up one plot, and now I'm just got enough to put one puny worker on a second plot. So I'm just going through. I just need to make sure that it's not a high BCX card. Like here, Pelcor Arbalist, it's only 800. But I'll start this plot off with that because I'm down to like 3,700 DEC. So we're going to start this guy. I hate the fact that you gotta scroll down. How you been there, Gathering the Magic? We gotta catch up again one of these days. And stick around, Gathering Magic. I don't think you've seen the land tool that I've been working on. Let's see. We're going to build this with time crystals, grain, build, confirm. What's your IGN, Gathering the Magic? Okay, now I gotta go put some more DEC on this region. Dark energy. Back. How did that happen? Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Add. Oh, that's right. You're Jovax. That's your name. Okay. Let me get that staked. Aaron B. I've been sitting on some vouchers myself there, Aaron B. I've got 6,400 vouchers now. Okay. So, for those of you just getting here, Gathering the Magic. If you go to my website, which is Barons Toolbox.com, this is not in the browser extension, but baronstoolbox.com, there is now a land lookup up here, and we'll say Jovac. And just like that, I know everything that you're doing. Okay, so this is what Gathering the Magic has. You've got a totem over here, not bad. Some nice gold foils over here. And if you mouse over, the dot in the top left will tell you how much, how many BCX the card is. So you can look in here and you can see it's, oh, these are 1 BCX cards. And you can see all of your workers. And you can also say up here, research huts. You've got 1. Shard mine, you don't have any. grain, you've got 2. Okay, so something's not right in my code because grain, you've got more than that. Oh, no. That's what I'm missing. You're clearing your plots, aren't you, there, gathering the magic? That's one of the next pieces I have to work on, is people that are actually working on clearing. So you've got workers. There's no building showing because you're clearing your plots. Am I correct in this? Okay. So then this would be correct. You've got 1 completed research hut, no shard mines completed, and 2 completed grain farms. Does that sound accurate? Hey, you might have the smarter way to go by saving up on those. So yeah, I've just been looking at people's accounts in this so I can gauge that my code is showing things properly. And the cool thing is you can look up anybody. So I can come over here now. Let's look up mine. So the ones I just put to work are down here. So I just put this guy to work. I used time crystals to clear him, so he's got a grain farm. And then I put this guy to work. I don't have enough DEC for additional workers yet. So right now, he's just sitting here with the 1 worker. And I got 2 more I need to activate, but I need to sell some more of my assets to get some more DEC to turn those on. Hey, Lawrence Blake, how you doing? Are you in the land game, Lawrence Blake? If so, what's your IGN? So here you can see I have 3 research huts. So my 3 magical lands are working research. And you can see this is 11 BCX, 11 BCX. So these are max level cards. I've got totems on these 3. Then shard mines I've got 2. So my best one is my epic. I've got my Rooney sitting over here. I've got my gambler title sitting over here. I've got a common totem sitting here. Brazen Blake. Picked up another, and gathering the magic, you've picked up another plot in 43, looking to trade one of your 48s. Not bad. Okay, so Brazen Blake. Sorry, I've got a dry throat this evening. My website is baronstoolbox.com. And you can come in here. There's a land lookup tool. You can put in your IGN, and we can see what you're doing that quick. You can see all of your plots and what they are working on. You can filter them and all this kind of stuff, and you can instantly see you need to do more effort on this guy. Oh, okay, good to know there. Good to know. I'm expecting my Barons Toolbox browser extension could massively break when they release Rebellion on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I can't get Google to approve updates. Well, they'll approve them at their own sweet time. And so I'm fearing with the Rebellion Tactics introduction, there may be a bad bug. Hopefully not too bad. Heard maybe grain was super cheap on the peer-to-peer currently. It is, even in the game. I didn't do this originally, but, well, you're talking those, but time crystals. If you're looking to buy time crystals, don't buy them in the game. Go to the market, go to other, and right now I have a filter turned on. And go to time crystals here, and you get like a 35% discount on buying time crystals through the secondary market right here. So, highly recommend going this route for your time crystals. Let's see. So that's my land plot there. But now let's look up New Again. So this is New Again's account, or New Age. So he's got 403 plots. We're only showing 400. But now we can come in here and we can say, okay, Research Hut, he's only got these 2, but they're beefy. Shard Mine, he's got 5. Grain Farm, let's see, he's got a total of 25 working on grain right now. And so it's nice because I can come in here now. I can see, okay, my Explorer is showing up, or that title. And now let's go ahead and look at somebody I was looking at earlier, Jesterago. He's got a region plus. So you'll notice when you have a lot of cards, it does take a little bit of extra time for things to load. But now let's look over here at Research Huts. He's got 83 research huts going on. I'm looking for ones with titles because I know he's got a bunch of titles. I bet you he put all those on his occupied. So let's look at the shard mines. I'm surprised I'm not seeing titles. Here's one. He's got the Explorer. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, look at this. This stuff is just like, oh goodness. Grain farms. He's got 48 shard mines, 179 grain farms going. Now, a different way to look at this. This is one of the areas I got to work on. These are castles and keeps right here, so I messed this up because I was click happy. Let me refresh. Aaron B, any way you can show us how many plots our taxes come from when we collect? Unfortunately, I don't have a castle or keep myself, so it's really hard for me to get insight into what those interfaces look like, and I don't know. I will have to look at what's in the data. Okay, so this is Jesterago's keeps, and yeah, you can see here he's got you know, a Rooney. He's going on. I'm surprised I don't see that many of his titles. Here we go. On his castles, he's got the Untamed and a Praetorian castle. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of data that I got to weed through, Aaron. But for castle and keep owners, um, for me to achieve the most I can achieve, I would almost need one of my own so I could go through and see it. Hey, Ivanov, 007's in the house. How you doing? I'm just kind of showing some of the Barons Toolbox Land Manager tool here that I updated again today. Uh, so that's Jesterago, but again, can look up my name. And so this is me. This is me, your host, Axler Twinblade, and my 17 lands. And I just started up these two. This guy here is barely able to function and all that fun stuff. But I got two more I got to get started, and I also need to populate these with better cards. But at least they are started. Now, all of these up here were a little bit more planned. And my one epic is where I've got all my effort. This is my best plot right here. I'll be adding some information in here so that way you can see your production point totals. I just haven't got to it yet. Hey, new again. How you doing? I was just peeking at your account a second ago. So in here right now, I think in order for me to show production point totals, I think I'm going to ditch the text over here, epic and natural, because we already know this. This is epic and this is natural. So if I ditch that there, that gives me some space where I could then insert some more information, such as production point total. And another thing I got to work on is Jovak. His account shows it. Now, I'm not showing anything yet for plots that are under construction. So I still need to do something to show that it's under construction. Yep, I put in a lot of hover effects. So now if you mouse over this, it's 660 production points with boosts. It's a gold foil card. It's a prismologist. It's an epic 1 BCX card. Let's see. So, I did put in all sorts of little pop-ups here. Common 14 BCX, gold foil, rare 115 BCX. Just a second. Discord's blowing up right now. Gotta find out what's going on. Okay. It's about the release party. I'm not going to say anything. It's just they have a form that I got to go fill out here in a bit. I don't even know what the questions are on the form because I don't want to click on it and have it show up on stream. Yeah. Dilemmas, I say. So yeah, I've added tons of it, like common totems here. Where's my... Oh, this is Jovak again. I do like the speed of how fast you can look up this information and see it visually. So like here's my gambler title, my totems, my Rooney, all sorts of fun stuff. So my next thing I got to work on are castle and keep displays and under construction displays. So if we look at After sound. If you look at him, right now the keep image is broken because I haven't gone and gotten the image. So I got to figure out that. And then under construction, I need to get the picture for under construction. So that way I have a building I can show for those. So, yep, I got to work that stuff in. But here you can see Kingdom Mythic Keep. If I eliminate some of this information, because it's going to be obvious it's a castle or keep once I show the building. Did you log in and check it out? Or you don't have to log in, but did you head on over to it and check it out? Because everything you're seeing here is live. For better or worse, I edit the live site when it comes to this for speed. And I'm going to be cleaning up this screen here. I think I have a better idea of how to show the individual tools. So I put 2 plots of land to work. I opened 2 garbage Gladius packs. My daily focus was garbage. And then I've just kind of gone over all this fun stuff here in my Barons Toolbox tool. And yeah. See, what I don't have access to, because I don't have anything under construction or a castle or a keep, what I need to do is I need somebody who has those to right click on it, inspect. They'll get this funky window. And so then they got to come over here to where it says assets. And here you can see this image and you can click on content source. That image is what I need for under construction, castles, and keeps. I need this image so I can steals it. And then, of course, I'll be adding some buttons to get it so you can quickly get to regional harvesting a lot quicker. It's just I need the land displays to work before I need regional stuff to pop in there. Gold foil epics went up around 9 to 10 now. Yep. I like where SPS has been too. SPS has been sitting pretty high on the horse as well. What it was still at 2.6 cents today, I think. Oh, almost up to 2.7 cents, guys. So as we've been streaming here, before I streamed, it was 2.6, and now it's on an uptrend right now. It must be my tool has made it so easy for people to use land that that's why it's they're just spending more and more. I grabbed tons of SPS and just stacked up on it in preparation for June release of land. And so I finally got to use it. Or I'm finally seeing the benefits. I also bought tons of DEC at the time. And that's where I've been stuck. I have not gotten any totem fragments. All my land plots are really low and small. Farpatred has said that you get better chances for totems in a weird sense the less you click on your harvest buttons. You get less chances for it, but when you do click, you have a higher percent chance of getting them the least often you click on it. So because of that, I have not harvested any of my land today. It's been, well, I'm at about 36 hours now since I've harvested. Tomorrow morning, I hate trying to find these screens. So tomorrow morning, I will do a harvest, and hopefully tomorrow morning, that will be 48 hours since I've collected, and I will probably pull a harvest tomorrow morning and see how that does. But I haven't gotten any, and I've been doing every 24 hours on harvesting and have gotten nothing every time so far. So now I'm going to try 48 hours, and then after that, I will go to probably a 3-day harvest and then a 4-day harvest. And it's because all my plots are, commons. So definitely don't have the same chances as somebody like riding with a bunch of legendaries and epic lands. So, well, you have unfortunately missed the ride there, but I hope you grab some before it hits 3 cents. So yeah, that's nice seeing that little this scale just kind of building up here. I'm hoping we don't see SPS plummet again, because right now it's going up because people are putting land to work. My fear is after all the whales and everybody gets themselves situated, especially especially a smaller fish, I won't have any more need to stock up on more SPS or anything like that because I will have already put the stuff on the land. If anything, my bigger need is going to be buying better cards off the market. And, right now those cards have gone back up in price, so I don't really want to do that much. So we will have to see. I'm just hoping that the SPS, once it goes up in plateaus like this, that it just kind of stays there. And we don't instantly see, like, I'll say 30 days from now, hopefully we don't see this in reverse, where we got this nice plateau and all of a sudden it just goes downhill again. New again, planning on hold your harvest to every 5 or 6 days as I get more land online. Oh, great. I'm going to have to compete then. Maybe I won't collect tomorrow. But, being a packaholic, it's brutal. When I have stuff I want to collect and I it's not a good situation for me to, yeah, it's like a kid with ADD hyped up on caffeine and energy drinks thrown into a padded room. It's going to be bad news. I will try. Let's see. So it's nice that I got, oh, look at this. I can't even tell. My lowest of low, I'm making 16 grain an hour. Now, what I'm doing is I do possibly have a plan. I've only got 2,362 SPS that is liquid right now. And every day, as I get my little bit of liquid, when I do collect, which is about 50 SPS a day up here, when I do collect this, I just let that stockpile up here, and I have not been restaking that. If I see the market price of SPS get to 3.2 cents, I will then sell whatever I have as liquid because I bought a ton at 1.6 cents, so I can then claim I doubled my money. but I also need some more liquid DEC and all that kind of stuff. So I will sell some, but the stack I'm selling is really, really, really small. Just because I don't have any other way right now to get extra currencies in the game. Aaron B got a rare fragment. Nice. Jealous. Oh. Yeah, so here's another thing that I posted to Nate in the UI UX channel and it got ignored. Is this aspect right here. Let's go to our inventory, which is hidden underneath items and then other. And you scroll down. Now, these are the claim tokens, legendary, totem, epics, rare. These icons were made, we'll say 5 years ago. I don't know. And then, haha, we've got the fragments. And they got this awesome looking fragment artwork. And then, once you combine the fragments and you have a whole totem, the whole thing, it looks like this. Yay. So I asked Nate, can we get some new artwork for the full totems? The fragments look better than the totems. Flywheel is holding up. We just passed 1 billion DEC stake for land and rebellion coming next week. Will make DEC remain in demand. That I agree with 100%. Now the question mark is, okay, rebellion people, those of us already here, most everybody that wants rebellion has already bought packs. My question to all of you is, if you've already bought packs, are you going to buy more packs when the general sale starts? My thought is we might have some lackluster sales on Rebellion because really those are for new players coming in. Most everybody that's probably watching this channel, you've already bought your Rebellion packs. So I'm a little bit concerned that people are overestimating that the sales of the new set will just be astronomical. We don't have the player base. There's been no marketing. Land has been out, and I've seen very little marketing for just land. I can see that new again, but you're not going to do that Tuesday, right? I highly doubt you would buy more packs on Tuesday with the set release. And I am not saying it's going to be doom and gloom. I'm just saying don't expect huge amounts of sales because we need the new players are the ones that are going to jump in. I mean, yeah, Lawrence Blake is kind of saying what I'm kind of seeing here. Most people have already bought packs that want to play Rebellion day one. People like me, I don't have the funds because I'm still working on setting up land. I'm selling assets in order to set up land. And that's my focus, better or worse. So I'm not planning on buying any packs instantly on Tuesday. Over the next 9 months, yes, I'll buy some packs. It's just not going to be day one. And so I'm just trying to let people kind of think about this. There's no marketing. We haven't seen a huge influx of new players. And if they don't market the new set, hopefully that's true. The current user base will FOMO it. in as the new cards, the meta given new tactics approach. I feel I do think there will be FOMO, but I don't think it's going to be as big as people think. I don't know. I'm being a pessimist. And so, yeah, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Sub $30 plots are almost gone. Good to know. However, I've seen that happen a couple of times gathering the magic where there'll be a bunch for like 26 bucks. They'll disappear for about 4 or 5 days, and then some more will show up around 27 bucks, 28 bucks. Then they'll disappear. So it's hard to say. I definitely don't expect the 2 commons that I'm selling for 95 bucks to sell. But if they do, I will gladly take whatever I get and turn around and buy 2 plots for every one that I've sold of mine. So, but I just put 2 of the 4 to work. So since I just put 2 of my 4 that I needed to work, I highly doubt anything's going to change, and I'll have these up and running before anybody picks those up. So, and that's okay, because all 4 of these are in region 119. That's why I bought all 4 of these, is they were in the same region, in the same track. They will sell less in the next 30 days than the pre-sale, but enough to financially help the company unlock enough DEC in the DAO to keep the flywheel going, which could bring more interest. I hope so. I really am being a pessimist. I don't think we're going to sell nearly the same amount as the pre-sale did. I just don't think we will. I hope I'm wrong. Please let me be wrong. Because by that stuff going up, it's all going to help all of my assets, which, I bought the dip in a lot of different areas. I've got 6,400 vouchers. I bought up to the 200,000 SPS mark. I bought 700,000 DEC back when it was lower. And I'm waiting for all that to kind of mature and go up a little bit. Lawrence Blake, us common players won't spend as much. New players will need more of them. Yep. I mean, us common players, we'll buy packs here and there, I'm sure, but that will be over like 9 months. And I think the quote unquote whales, or players that have the financial ability to get cards already bought in the pre-sale. I wait until you have more than 10K in grain taxes before you collect Omni Castle. Yeah. I wish there was a way for me to see your castle interface, or anybody's castle or keep interface. Not that I could make changes to it, but it just seems like we should be able to poke around and see that on other people's stuff. Just because, I'm curious, but I can't even see it. But I can see all this now on my own stuff, so I know where my own cards are at. I think the big thing for vouchers is going to be unlocking soulbound cards, or a reduction in the cost of unlocking soulbound cards. I've had an idea that I proposed to Yavamat, and I've said it here on chat once or twice. Here, let me pull it up. Here's my soulbound idea that I have got this in front of Yavamat, and Yavamat answered with, interesting, let me chew on it. Okay. Now, I know I've said this here before on the channel. Sorry for the bright white screen. So the main idea is soulbound cards could never be burned for DEC. This doesn't apply to soulbound Gladius cards. Those remain locked. Those are separate buckets. Soulbound cards can be temporarily unlocked, never permanently unlocked. Again, this is my idea. How it would work. To temporarily unlock a soulbound card, you would pay a fee with 10 vouchers. It doesn't matter the number, just you'd pay a fee, 10 vouchers. Or it would be a set value of, $1 worth of vouchers. Soulbound card BCX level does not matter. It's the same for every one card. If it's gold or regular, if it's 1 BCX or 400 BCX, does not matter. The fee is the fee. 10 vouchers or $1 worth of vouchers, or pick a new number, but that's the concept. So then, if you want to send the card to another player or delegate, you would send the card like normal, but on the send screen, you would have to pay, you would have a spot to pay the fee in vouchers. So basically, you would send it, you would lose 10 vouchers, X% would go to the DAO, the rest of those vouchers would be lit on fire and burnt. Okay, the other player gets the card, and then the card is soulbound to the new player. If they want to send it elsewhere, they will incur the voucher fee for them to move it around. That would be true if it was a send. If it was a delegation, obviously you could undelegate it at no cost. Now, if you want to sell the card on the market, select it, sell it, enter the price, and you'll have a spot to pay the voucher cost. You'll pay 10 vouchers, X% will go to the DAO, the rest will be burnt. The card is temporarily unlocked and listed on the market. When the customer buys the card, they don't pay any voucher, any fees. You paid it when you listed it. It's already been paid. So when they buy it, they get the card, and the card will become soulbound to them, the new owner. And if you, the seller, have it listed on the market and you want to change the price of a temporary unlocked card on the market, to change the price, you would have to pay a voucher cost. Now, rentals, you select it, rent it, same thing. You'll be presented to pay the voucher cost, and after that, the card will be available to rent. Every customer can rent the card like normal, never having to pay the voucher cost. For the entire time it's on the market, you, the owner, won't have to pay any additional fees as people rent it, unrent it, rent it again. If you want to change the price, then you would have to pay the fee. When you pull the card off the rental market, the soulbound card is locked again to your account, and any further actions will incur the fee. So this is the voucher idea that I want to propose through the DAO for unlocking soulbound cards. They would always be soulbound. Vouchers become the means in which to unlock temporarily these cards so you can move them around. And so think of it this way. The vouchers become an access token. Those of us that have staked stuff in the game, SPS in the game, we get these vouchers. And everybody's getting these reward cards, including bot farms. But those of us with staked SPS, we get vouchers that will let us unlock these soulbound cards and then trade them, put them on the market for free because we have our staked SPS. If you are running bot accounts with no SPS, you're not getting those vouchers. So now that effectively makes it so bot farms have to go buy vouchers off the market, which will only help those of us that earn vouchers if they want to move or list cards. it also prevents bot farms from flooding the market with thousands of cards because of the voucher cost. There's no way they could afford to do it. Now, it would make more sense if they want to list a couple hundred cards at max level. Well, they can do that, but they still got to pay that voucher cost. So this prevents any future or present overprinting of reward cards in chess from flooding the market. Now, the reason you have to prevent them from being burnt for DEC is because the bot farms, if you can burn them for DEC, they'll just liquidate them that way and get rid of them. I think the soulbound card should never be burnable for DEC. Deletable, like you just don't want to see it in your inventory anymore, sure, send it to the null wallet. Anyway, that's my idea. Everybody will probably hate it, but that's okay. And I think that covers everything I was going to cover today, guys. And it looks like my idea has scared every last one of you. Did everybody run away on me? Gathering the magic. You like the idea? Good to hear. I'm sure it needs refinement. Don't get me wrong. This is my idea. I'm trying to get feedback from Yaba Matt. Now, all he gave me was the very quick and simple. Let me see here. Where is it? Short and simple. This is all I've gotten back from Yavamat. Very interesting idea. I'll chew on it a bit. Okay? So I'm trying to get information from him. Now, don't sit there and think that people are like, oh, you're just trying to circumvent the system. No, actually, I'm not, because I also have reached out to 1258 trying to get his take on this idea. And hopefully next Thursday, him and I will get a chance to talk about the idea, because I would really appreciate his feedback on it. And I'm not, once I get his feedback, I'm looking for, what changes or feedback, productive feedback I can get on the idea, instead of just people saying, hate it, don't like it, get rid of it. So I'm reaching out to people and would love to hear your guys' feedback as well. DeFizz would vote for a version of that. I'm assuming Onk12 is kind of saying he kind of likes the idea. Gathering the magic. Vouchers should have an in-game value that increases the market price. Increases as the market price increases. I'm trying to, as you saw there, Gathering the Magic, I'm definitely trying to get in front of Dwayne. I would love to talk to him live on stream about the idea. I don't know what his plans are. I haven't got much communication with him at this point in time, other than he's been busy. How about next Thursday? And so the two people I've kind of put this in front of, people seem to think the idea could work. The one downside is, at no point would the cards ever become 100% unsoulbound forever. Not going to happen. The idea is to always have them soulbound, but the voucher becomes this access token. So that way, with this access token, those of us that have been here playing a while and get these things, we get the privilege of moving or transferring our cards to other, even your secondary account. You can use your vouchers to transfer it to your own secondary account. Or, you can list it for rent forever. One fee, forever rental. Now, you can't sit there and change the price like crazy. So when you list it for rent, This helps the rental market because it will keep the pricing of those rentals stable versus everybody changes the pricing on a rental to circumvent the guy that just listed theirs a half an hour ago is 0.001 cents cheaper than yours. And now you want to change yours to be cheaper than theirs. No. Scrap that. You list it for the price, and that's the price. But the cards would always remain soulbound. So once moved, they're locked to you. And once you move it, it's locked to the next person. I think it would work. It gives infinite utility for vouchers and all future sets of soulbound reward cards. Okay, so he's 3 hours behind us, so he's West Coast then. He's over in California. I think Soulbound should be burnt for merits, not deck. Never unlockable, but that's just me. You know, I didn't think of burning him for merits, but I could live with that. Because in my mind, Gladius cards remain separate, and you get merits, so you could get some Gladius cases out of the deal, but those cards also would never be unlockable. And so if you are a bot farm, okay, so you convert this to that, but they're still locked. And with the Gladius cards, those you could not temporarily unlock and move around. Those are always locked to your account. Well, that would be my thought, but I do like that Gathering the Magic, the concept of if we allowed them to be burnt, they would be burnt for vouchers. Merits. Okay. Well, that's what I have for you guys. By all means, please take the time to go visit the wonderful baronstoolbox.com land tool. Test it out, try it out, and please share it with everybody you know that's using lands. I would love to get anybody's feedback. You are correct. That would be a loophole in my idea there, Ankh12. So if we allow them to burn for merits, they could then go to gladiator cards and get them out. So maybe merits isn't an idea, or we would have to disable the ability to burn any soulbound card, including gladiator cards. But then maybe, as a caveat to that, we allow gladiator cards to now be something that can be temporarily unlocked and sent to other players. Thanks, Gathering the Magic. Much appreciated. Hey, Bootops, how you doing? You're catching me at the end of my stream. But so glad you're here. Incorrect. Once they have a gladiator card, right now you can burn a gladiator card even after you leave a guild. So Bootops, I don't know if you're into the land game at all, but I have a website, baronstoolbox.com. You can come over here and you can type in anybody's IGN, like Gathering the Magic is Jovac, and we can look up and we can see all of what he's doing with his land. You can also go in here and you can look up myself, and you can see what I'm doing with land. And it's got, research huts. I've got 3. Shard mines, I've got 2. And grain farms, I've got 10 now. I was going to say 8, but I forgot. I just activated 2 more. That is true, but it would be really easy for them to set up one guild of their own, level up the building, and get there. So that wouldn't prevent them too much. Oh, you do? Awesome. What's your IGN, Bootops? I'll try Bootops, just see if that's your IGN. Aha! So you can come over here to baronstoolbox.com. We can put in your IGN and we can see Bootops is started on his land. And because we don't see any buildings or anything, we know that you're in the construction phase right now, which is just fine. I will be adding some indicators for under construction and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Yeah, Jovac has quite a few of his, or Gathering the Magic has quite a few of his that are doing the construction route. There is nothing wrong with that. It definitely saves a lot of money. So, anyway, I'm going to sign off here, guys. Thank you, Bootops, for jumping over here and catching the last part of the stream here. Sorry you didn't get in here earlier, but glad you stopped on by. And everybody, I hope that not only do you enjoy Splinterlands, the land that they have to offer, but you have a good Rebellion release. But as well, I hope you see the benefit in my version of looking at land. I'm going to try to keep adding little bits and pieces to it. So please hit the like and subscribe button down below. And if you're on Twitch, you know, you want to become a subscriber and really hook me up, that would be phenomenal. Anyway, much appreciated. So glad you guys hung out with me this evening. Of course, we've got Bootops, we've got Gathering the Magic, we got Aaron B, Onk 12, CS Cable was silently listening in. New Again was here for a while. We had Lawrence Blake in the house. Let's see. I know I'm going to miss quite a few because I can only scroll back through chat so far, and I'm already stuck. So I know we had Skyer in here. We had Ivanov, 007, and DeFizz as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. You guys have a wonderful time. And just saw Gigi Soho jumped in right here at the last minute. So hopefully, Gigi, you get a chance to jump back and rewatch parts of this video and the tool I've made. But it is time for me to go. So thank you, everybody, and have a good day.